Hey, welcome to TESS training. In this session, we're going to go over how to build a trip. There's multiple ways to start a trip. Right now, we're looking at our dashboard. From anywhere, you can go to your quick link up at the top right and add a trip there, or you can go to your trips in progress and upcoming, add a regular or group trip there, or you can go to trip management and click on trips. Here you'll see at the top right, you can add a regular trip, a group, no contract, or proposal if you have the advanced package. So let's click regular trip. Here you'll see your trips overview. On this screen, you'll see a few different widgets. One is the trip information, where you'll enter all of your trip information, and we'll do that in just a second. Another is your workspace extensions, which we'll cover in another training, all of your travelers, and your booking payments and information right there. Along the top, you'll see some tabs. And once you enter the trip information and save it, those tabs will become active. So let's do that now. So let's create our trip by first choosing our trip type. After we choose our trip type, then we can enter a start date and an end date for our trip. Now let's give our trip a name. I recommend that you be descriptive here with the client last name, maybe where they're going or what kind of trip it is and the year. And then go ahead and click Save. And now that you can see, all of your tabs are open and ready. So let's go ahead and add some travelers. Now you can add a primary or a secondary traveler. A primary traveler is simply the one who is leading the trip and who will be accepting all the invoices and paying for the trip. So let's go ahead and find a client in our database and click the client and click Save. And then you can add another traveler. So let's say who's traveling with you, a secondary traveler, and let's add the secondary traveler and click Save. But let's say that there's a client that's not in your database yet. No worries, you can create one on the fly by clicking Create a New One. Enter their information, whatever information you would like to enter, and click Create and Save. Now all of your travelers are in your trip. So now let's add a document. Now you've got a couple different ways to add a document. You can click Add a Document at the top right, or you can drag and drop from a file folder on your computer, and then click Upload All. Now let's add a note by clicking on the Notes tab and clicking Add Note at the top right. Go and enter your information for your note and then click Save. And it's simple as that. All your notes will have the agent who entered it, as well as the date and timestamp right below it. Now let's enter an agent task by clicking on the Task tab and clicking Add Task at the top right. Go ahead and put what you want in the subject. This one's a final payment. Select a due date and a description if you would like. Then select the task type, and this one's a payment due. And I'd like to get a reminder of a day prior to this due date, and then click Save. And now you can see your task has saved. We see our due date and any reminders that we set. And now let's click on the Timeline tab. As you've been making changes, TESS has been keeping track of everything for you. You can see when changes were made and who made them, making it very easy to review what has happened on a trip. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Enjoy TESS.